Disclaimer: this story is original and purely fictional. It contains themes not suitable for children. Any resemblance to names, places, etc. is unintentional. Thank you. Alpha's Beloved Healer by Ladybrooke Laine. Chapter 1. Jessie Ganda. Good morning, world. Jessie greeted the air with enthusiasm. The young woman was in a good mood. She woke up feeling great because she dreamt about the main character in the movie she and her friends watched. Luckily, there was no alarm clock to spoil her dream, since today is Sunday. If only she could avoid waking up altogether. Just kidding. Hopefully not. Hey, Bruja, you're so noisy. Bruja means which her mother suddenly appeared, surprising her. Mom, really, calling me a Bruja this early in the morning? They say, in the eyes of parents, their child is beautiful. Jessie retorted to her mother. Child, accept the truth that you're not really beautiful. You have looks, yes, but well, average, her mother teased. Jessie made a face. No, mother dear, I am Jessie Gandiner. Our surname sounds beautiful. Call me Jessie Ganda. Bwahahaha, Jessie exclaimed with a laugh, acting crazy. Her mother just rolled her eyes and exited the room, shaking her head. And since it's Sunday today, I have nothing to do but surf the internet all day, Jessie exclaimed in her thoughts. I might as well read online novels. Oh, here, the title Azul Healer looks interesting. It seems like fate that I stumbled upon it. I hope it's good, she added. Jessie, have your breakfast, her mother shouted. Later, Mom, I'm not hungry yet, Jessie replied. You stubborn witch, you're so hard-headed. If you get sick, it's on you, her mother warned. Yes, just a moment, she answered her mother, but she didn't eat right away, just to end the conversation. Chapter 2. Azul Healer. Blue Mountain University is situated in the city of Sierra, owned by the Alpha family of Blue Mountain. The university has two packs in Sierra, Blue Mountain and Red Rock. The places were named after the precious stones mined there, sapphire in Blue Mountain and garnet in Red Rock. These precious stones are found only within their territory, hidden from the knowledge of others. The area is inhabited by both humans and werewolves, but the humans are unaware of the latter's existence. It is essential to keep this secret, and only selected individuals are privy to it, preventing any potential harm. Prevention is better than cure, Jessie thought as she read. As Jessica entered the gate, her friends Rhoda and Jake called out to her. Rhoda, with short black hair and red highlights in the front, belongs to the Red Rock pack. She is a bit fashionable, happy-go-lucky, and has a fondness for cookies. Ha ha ha, cookie monster, Jessie's mind added. Jake, on the other hand, is somewhat effeminate, but a human. He is good-looking and muscular, with a style that might deceive people about his soft-hearted nature, making him quite popular. Hi Jessica, so pretty today. I like your outfit, Rhoda excitedly exclaimed. Jessica, wearing a pink off-shoulder top tucked into a high-waisted, not-so-mini skirt, white sneakers, and a shoulder bag, responded with a smile. Just got after you guys. They all laughed together. Hi Jessica, your aura is so nice today, Jake added. Jessica smiled and said, same as you guys. They all laughed again. Oh, by the way, I might go home early later. I was invited by a council member to their house. There seems to be something important to discuss, Jessica informed her friends. What could that be? Jake curiously asked. I don't know. Any idea that pops in mind? Rhoda added, equally curious. I really don't know guys, but whatever it is, it's important, and I'm already very nervous, Jessica replied. As they were about to enter their classroom, they heard laughter in the hallway. What could that be? Jake wondered. Who knows? Maybe they're joking around or having a good time. Let's go sit on the left near the windows, Rhoda said. We walked so much. Why is our department building at the end anyway? Rhoda added a complaint. Before entering their classroom, Jessica glanced at where the laughter was coming from and noticed a guy bowing his head. Probably getting bullied, Jessica thought. The bell rang, and she entered the classroom. Chapter 3. Azul Healer 2. Crook, what's this? My reading pleasure is interrupted. My worms are rebelling, Jessie conversed with herself. Oh right, how could I forget? I just woke up and immediately immersed myself in reading, her mind replied. I haven't even had breakfast yet, her thoughts added. That's just how she is. She's not used to having breakfast right after waking up. She waits at least an hour before eating. Sometimes she even goes to school without having breakfast. Fortunately, at the age of 20, she hasn't felt any signs of possible ulcers and stomach issues. She's handling it well. Ma, what's for breakfast? Jessie asked her mother in a somewhat posh manner. Why don't you check it for yourself, my dear daughter? Pui, I'm getting infected with your sophistication, her mother replied with a smirk. Oh, well, my dear mother is grumpy again, Jessie responded. Hey, Jessie, stop it. I'll hit you with this fan I'm holding. Just you wait, her mother threatened. Fine, mother dear. Let me just ask, Ma, are you pregnant? Are you craving? Jessie asked, then ran away. She narrowly escaped her mother's fan. All right, I've eaten. Let's continue reading, she exclaimed to herself, accompanied by the sound of her fingers. Back to the story. While Jessica was walking near the school gate, on her way home, a group of students greeted her. She smiled back at them. Jessica Vega is a campus sweetheart, versatile, intelligent, kind, and a member of the Blue Mountain Pack. Besides her BFFs, Rhoda and Jake, she has many friends, and she smiles at everyone, whether she knows them or not. She has long black hair down to her waist, hazel brown eyes, a small nose, and thick lips. Oh, yeah, Jessica, I feel like we look alike. Just kidding, Jessie's mind commented. She is already 20 years old and in her second year, taking pre-med. Her family is mostly in the medical field. Her Lola, Apometering, is the oldest healer in their pack, and Jessica aims to follow in her footsteps. It comes naturally to her to be helpful, and she dreams of establishing her own hospital someday. Oh, my, I really feel our connection. I'm in nursing after all, Jessie proudly asserted to herself. Jessica reached Apometering's house. It's of average size. She sometimes stays here, especially when she wants to be with her grandmother, who is getting old. Medicinal plants surround the entire yard, even inside. Jessica suddenly remembered her grandma's story about a healer in ancient times who didn't need any tools or medicines. Just by touching the sick or wounded, they would miraculously heal. Werewolves like them have the ability to heal themselves faster than ordinary humans. But a healer's level is different. Healing is instant as long as the creature's heart is still beating, whether it's a human, werewolf, or an animal. According to werewolf folklore, once every 100 years, someone is born with such abilities, and they belong to the lineage of wolf healers. It means Jessica is part of that lineage. Their pack didn't anticipate having a healer for many years, and the blessing comes with dangers. Of course, duh, it can't be all happy, there has to be some sorrow, Jessie's mind commented. For a long time, without a healer, they couldn't accurately picture what it looks like. All her grandmother knew was that the healer's body had tattoos and the body emanated the scent of a rose. There's a book about it hidden in her grandma's trunk, but she doesn't pay attention to it. Jessica's contemplation was interrupted when her grandmother's call. Grandchild, come here. I have something to tell you before the guests arrive, Apometering said. Yes, Grandma. She approached her grandmother and asked, what do you need? And what did you say? We have visitors? Yes, dear. Our Alpha Mateo will be coming with his son Matthew, her grandmother replied, so prepare some snacks and drinks. They'll be here shortly. All right, Grandma. I'll make some sandwiches and juices. Jessica went straight to the kitchen and prepared the food. Oh, nice. Maybe it's not so bad. Crazy commentary. Jessie chuckled at herself and continued reading. 15 minutes passed, and the expected guests arrived. Good afternoon, Apometering, greeted Alpha Mateo. Good afternoon, followed by Matthew. Hi, Jessica. He glanced at her. Matthew had clean-cut hair, brown eyes, and a sharp nose. In short, he's handsome. He also has a well-built physique, trained in combat. Oh yeah, a hunk. Jessie's sassy commentary continued. Okay, back to reading. Later I'll swoon. Good afternoon to you. Please have a seat, Apometering greeted back. Good afternoon, Alpha, Mateo and Matthew, Jessica greeted with a smile and a nod. The two of them sat down. The Alpha exuded a serious aura. Nevertheless, his handsome appearance and imposing physique couldn't be denied. His authority is felt, and when he speaks, everyone obeys immediately. Grandchild, sit next to Matthew, Apometering commanded. We've prepared snacks and drinks for you, here you go. Jessica presented them in front of their guests. Son and daughter, I won't beat around the bush anymore. Authoritatively speaking, you two will be husband and wife. What, Dad? Are you crazy? Matthew exclaimed, surprised. Hey, Matthew, don't what me. Maybe you want a taste of my fist, his father threatened. Matthew just scowled. Jessica, on the other hand, was gaping in shock. She couldn't speak because if she did, it would only be defiance, and the alpha might be angered, and she might face punishment. If she were any other girl, she would probably be thrilled, but not her. She's thinking, what if Moon Goddess has already chosen their mates for them? It's complicated, and they might end up sinning against each other. How do you express your dissent without actually saying you're against it? She asked herself. Jessica took a deep breath to gather courage and spoke. Alpha Mateo Grandma, I'm not exactly opposing it. I just want to ask why, and what will happen if the time comes when we find our mates chosen by the Moon Goddess? Jessica dear, Apometering replied, we understand your feelings and questions. First, both you and Matthew don't have mates yet, so there's nothing wrong. Second, Matthew will become an alpha in the future, and it's better for his mate to have the ability to heal due to the responsibilities of an alpha, including combat. Third, according to my dreams and visions, you two are destined. So if you're worried about what Moon Goddess intended, you don't need to worry anymore. The alpha nodded in agreement with Apometering and didn't add to what she said. Jessica and Matthew breathed a sigh of relief. So, if that's the case, there's no problem, right? Matthew turned to Jessica, who seemed convinced by Apometering's words. Yes, Jessica replied tersely, with a shy smile. Maybe I shouldn't worry. I'm actually lucky, if you think about it. Imagine being Luna. I just hope that Matthew is really the one destined for me by the Moon Goddess. I'm getting giddy. Jessica, come on. She's not even blushing a bit. While I'm here, like a kitten swooning to the bones, Jessie shouted while rolling around in bed.